Good morning to all our friends and fans. This is Michael Virardi welcoming you to another episode here at Ask Virardi. It's episode number 49, and for this particular episode we have one question and one question only coming from our loyal friend and fan Stathis, who's asking the following. Dear Michael, how can we successfully deal with procrastination? Well, Stathis, that's a very relevant question, my friend. And let me tell you that there isn't, I believe, a single one of our viewers, including myself, who haven't procrastinated at one particular point in their careers. So let me give you a simple 5-step formula for helping us to lower our levels of procrastination. And step number 1 is break your work into little steps. The number 1 reason as to why we procrastinate most of the times, dear Stathis, is that because we find our work too overwhelming. So what I suggest we do is to break our work into little chunks. One of the books that is worth reading that will help you tremendously if you haven't read it is Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. And in that particular book, in one of the chapters, Brian Tracy starts by asking a question, and the question is the following. How do you eat an elephant? And he goes on to reply by saying, 1 bite at a time. It's exactly the same thing that we should be doing as well. We should be chunking down our task and breaking it down into small chunks. And if we find it too overwhelming, then break those chunks further down. So much further down that once we see the task, we might say, gee, that's too easy to do and I can do that today. I've written 2 books, and if I look at the task of writing a book, I see it as too much overwhelming. So the way I do it is to break the work down into different parts. For example, one part can be research, the other part can be writing the content, the next part can be writing one of the chapters, and perhaps the last part can be editing the book. So if I do that and I break it down, then I break my elephant down and I start eating my elephant 1 bite at a time, which has helped me lower my levels of procrastination. And it has given me a sense of accomplishment once I complete one of the tasks. Which leads us to point number 2, which is change your environment. So different environments can have a different effect on your mood status. When you look at your office environment or your desk environment, does it make you want to work, or does it make you want to finish what you're doing and go back to sleep? So look at your office environment and be honest with yourself. If it doesn't inspire you, it doesn't motivate you, change your environment. Go somewhere else and work from another environment, which can be very motivating and very inspiring. Which leads us to point number 3, which is be accountable to yourself. The day I became accountable to myself was the day that I read Darren Hardy's The Compound Effect. It's a great book, and in that book I have come across a chart which is called the Weekly Rhythm Register. And the Weekly Rhythm Register, which you now see on your screen, is a chart that helps you write down the behaviors you want to complete at that particular week. And it also gives you a goal. Let's say, for example, you say that I want to be drinking water 7 times a week. And every day, if you've drank, let's say, for example, 2 liters of water, you just mark it in that you've done it. It has helped me tremendously in lowering my procrastination, and it has made me more of an effective person who's acting on my goals, dreams, and plans. Please do write into me, ask@michaelvirardi.com, and I will be more than happy to email you the chart. And also, I will be happy if you want to call me on 357-99612-532 to walk you through this chart and walk you through the whole procedure, which I am confident it will lower your procrastination levels and make you more active instead of reactive. Which leads us to step number 4, which is hang around with inspiring people. In the United States, they say you are the feast of 5. So you are the average of the 5 people you hang around with. Make sure you hang around with people who are dreamers, with people who are inspiring, motivating, with people who push you to reach for your goals and your plans. And avoid, like the plague, people who are dream smashers. people who tell you what cannot be done, people who are afraid to even see you try for your goal. And have a buddy. Once you have a buddy, it helps you. When I used to have a buddy, I used to go swimming and running almost on a daily basis. When I go to my friend's Elino's gym, Elino's is a great coach, but what helps me tremendously is that I have buddies there who we urge each other to complete our exercises. So have a buddy, having a buddy and having inspiring people around you start this helps you lower your procrastination levels. And last but not least, step number 5 is have or make a gratitude list. By writing down what you have accomplished in the past gives you the strength to understand that at one point in time, you were not a procrastinator. You were acting on your goals, your dreams, and your plans. So by having a gratitude list, you just signed yourself a check saying that you're worthy of that amount. You're worthy of reaching your goals, dreams, and your plans. So let me recap. Break your work into little steps. Change your environment. Be accountable to yourself. Hang out with inspiring people. And last but not least, have a gratitude list. So in closing, my dear friends and studies, I would like to finish with the words of Christopher Parker, the British actor and TV presenter, who said, "Procrastination is like a credit card. It's a lot of fun until you get the bill."